Yes, another day. Birthdays, right? Is it good or bad to celebrate a birthday? I would say no, it's not bad. You can still celebrate a birthday, but let's rewind a little bit, right? When your parents have you, when they had you for the first time, you know what they did? They celebrated you, your birth. They were so happy to have someone, a baby who came in this world. They were very happy to have you, handsome, beautiful, right? Such a good thing, such a marvelous thing, especially when it's their firstborn. You know, they feel so happy and good in their heart. You can see they invite a lot of people. They do a party for you when you were born. But now, when you are growing up, let's say starting from 18 up all the way up, are you gonna still celebrating your birthday? That's my question. So for you now, it's became a different and also challenging. Why? Because you have to measure your life based on your age. So you now to celebrate a birthday, it became a very challenging, right? Because you have to measure your life and your age, right? Things that you have accomplished and your age. Is it going together? Is it exactly what you needed? Is it exactly the things that you needed? So you put your life on a scale. You have to put your life on a scale. I'm not saying it's bad to celebrate a birthday. You can still celebrate your birthday. But the reason why I gave you about the parents when they had you for the first time, they celebrated you, is to tell you that all the time when you have something new in your life, you celebrate. All the time, that's why you see a lot of people when they get paid, you know, they say Friday, thank God it's Friday. Why? Because when they get paid, they celebrate on Friday, they celebrate on Saturday, weekend, they get laid, they do whatever they want to do. Why? Because they get paid. So that means every time when you get something new in your life, you celebrate. Something that you never had before, especially when you were looking for it to have for so long. And when you have it, you celebrate. So the reason why I'm telling you that is to tell you that all the time when you're about to celebrate your birthday, all the time when you have you were 20, you became 21, you were 30, you became 31, that's a challenging part. It's a challenging time where you start thinking now, what have I accomplished to this age? What have I done to this age? So if you measure your life and you measure your age, you see your age and you measure your life, you know, some people, they don't even need to celebrate. I know maybe you will say, no, we're supposed to celebrate because I thank God because I'm alive, which is good. It's good. You can thank God in your room. You can thank God. But the level of celebration, you know, a lot of people, they sing, you know, we are living in a culture, in a different world now, in the 21st century, where a lot of people measuring their life according to other people's standard. Other people, they're celebrating birthdays because they know the reason why. Number one reason, it could be because they are alive, which is a good thing, like I told you. Secondly, it's because they have money to do that. But now we are in the culture where people, they have to borrow money from other people. They have to take money from different places just to make that day be a big day. If you are doing that, you are missing out. If you are in that path, you are missing out. Because birthday, it wasn't supposed to be celebrating in that way you are celebrating it. Birthday is supposed to be celebrating like the way the parent have the child for the first time, especially when when they got married and they don't have a child, and praying, fasting, crying, and then God visited them and blessed them and give them a child. They thank God. Why? Because it's something that they didn't have. It's a child that they were seeking for so long, and then God gave to them. So that time, it gave them the audacity and that happiness in their heart. So they have a reason why they're celebrating. I'm not here like to tell you that don't celebrate. You can still do that. We have a different life. What I'm trying to remind you, just to remind you about life is standard have to be based your age. All the time when we got born, when we came in this earth, we have a limit. We all have a limit. There is a time that you go. There's a time that you're not gonna live anymore. But you have now to measure since from 18 to going all the way up. I don't know what time and what age God gave you to live on this under the sun. But measure those things every year. You have to think, what have you accomplished? And every age, before you celebrate, you have to measure things, the goals, the agenda, the journal that you write, things that you have to accomplish. There is a people that wrote things and say, this year I'm gonna write a book, this year I'm gonna be a speaker, this year I'm gonna do this year. Any plan that you lay down, and when it comes to your birthday, it's now a question. Before you celebrate, you have to ask a question: what did I do? Did I do exactly things that I wrote down? At my age, I'm still living at my parents' house. At my age, I don't have nothing to show. At my age, I haven't accomplished the things that I'm supposed to accomplish. Then if you ask those questions, you don't need to celebrate. You need to calculate, and you need to ask God. And you need to focus. Some people, they need more focus than celebrating birthdays. You hear that I said? Some people need more focus on their lives than celebrating birthdays. Because once you celebrate, party, that's why Jesus tells us that we're supposed to go to the place where there is a funeral. Because at that place, we're going to learn something. All the time when it's somebody who had a lot of things, or was a wealthy man, even if someone who didn't have nothing, but if he was loved by people, when he passed away, people cry, people feel bad, right? But when you go to the party, in the party place, it's different things now. That's where you see people celebrating and take drinks. They get drunk and then they forget. So party is a place that people went there just to forget about stuff, forget about pain in their lives. But in a funeral place is a place where you remind yourself who you are. You remind yourself that one day also you're gonna go in the same path. Right? So birthdays supposed to be a place where you sit down, you realize, you take the journal, you take the paper, you write down the things that you wrote down before that age. Did you actually work on that? Are you actually in the path that you are going through that? I'm not gonna take too much time. Maybe we're gonna do a birthday part 2 one day, but today I wanted just to remind you that measure your life with your age. The age that you are in corresponded to the life that you are in right now, or you are just doing things because other people are doing it. But I'm telling you, if you are living that life, it's no good, because we don't have the same life. You know, the way you see people, things happening in social media, Facebook, whatever, we don't have the same life. We all have a different life. You know, you have to think twice before you act. You have to think twice before you do something other people are doing, right? Ask yourself those questions. So your next birthday, I want you to sit down and ask yourself a question. If you have accomplished things, then you can celebrate. But don't forget, even at home, you can say, thank God for my age. God, I want to do something different this year, at this age. I want to accomplish this. But when you have money, you have everything. I know we can't have everything, but if you have a little some money, extra money, you can celebrate your birthday. But until you don't have that, then you need to sit down and ask yourself a question. So God bless you. If you're new here, is Lovis, that's my name, and our YouTube channel is Lovy Word. If it's your first time, consider yourself subscribed, and then I'll see you next time. God bless you. Bye.